terms of background information, in terms of some of the research points that you'll be able to connect, obviously there has been the economic impact survey. In essence, the survey will actually be done after the competition, but ahead of the competition, there is kind of a forecast, and so it is forecast that between the FIFA Women's World Cup and the FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup, you're looking at $339 million in economic impact, which is pretty significant. Of course, Canada has hosted FIFA competitions before, whether it's FIFA Men's World Cup qualifiers, whether it was the Under-20 World Cup in 2007, which set a record 1.2 million spectators. And I think, what our spokespersons would tell you, and what you'll see in our text, is that the goal for FIFA Women's World Cup has been 1.5 million spectators. And it's also to do something that's never been done before, which is also bring Canada together. So, whereas in 2007 with, this type of competition, we had 1.2. This time we're hoping to get 1.5 million spectators over 52 matches. And then the other point, of course, is unlike 2007, or like it's never been done before, is to have a competition which spans from one coast of the country to the other. So we are in 5 time zones, and we are in 6 provinces, from the Pacific coast to Atlantic coast, and that's never ever been done before in our country. So that will definitely be a major milestone for sport in Canada.
Okay, that is actually some great information. How would you expect Moncton to receive the Women's World Cup? Because it's a smaller population, say, compared to Vancouver.
Yeah, no, I think in Moncton, very much represents Atlantic Canada in terms of, and this is, the second time that the province or Atlantic Canada has hosted the final competition. They were part of the FIFA Under tournament back in 1987, which was Canada Soccer's 75th anniversary. But I think, this is, Moncton, and I think they've been fantastic in terms of the way that, they latched on with the Under-20 World Cup, Under-20 Women's World Cup last year. They had, of course, the semi-finalists, great atmosphere from Nigerian fans that were in town, which was very special, very unique. But I think, of course, for 2015, I think it will, of course, be bigger and better. The province, the city, the outlying communities around Moncton, as well as outlying provinces, have all been, big supporters of the competition. They will be spoiled a bit in terms of they will have the world's best player in Marta that will be playing a match in Moncton. They also have, an opening match with France and England, and outside of the rivalry in any sport, anything between those two countries, France and England are amongst those 12 plus teams that are good enough to win a medal, and France has probably been one of the hottest teams in the world over the last 18 to 24 months. So that's, very exciting football, which will be coming to Moncton too. And I think obviously they'll be very, receptive, and they'll latch on to that. There's no question.
I would agree, and Moncton doesn't really have too many sports there, so I think the population will really be really attracted to the Women's World Cup.
There is, of course, also television piece. There'll be some more news in the coming days in terms of how that moves across the country, as well as across the world. So, of course, you have over 200 nations that are members of FIFA, and you'll have over 500 million television watchers for the FIFA Women's World Cup Canada 2015, and that's that's fantastic. When we talk about Moncton, when we talk about Vancouver, they'll have the name of their city right there in the middle of the pitch, which is being seen worldwide. So, again, once you become a host city for a FIFA competition, that's it. I mean, you're part of that kind of exclusive club, whether it's whether it's Vancouver, whether it's Paris, whether it's Berlin, other cities that have hosted these competitions before, and you've got the whole world watching.
Yeah, I think Canada does actually have a pretty strong chance because of their history. I look back at that, especially the FIFA Under-20s. That was a really good success, and I'm actually looking forward to this, and I'm going to be one of those spectators, and I'm going to try to get into down to Ottawa to watch a couple games. I just want to say thank you for your time, and I appreciate your help, and thank you very much, Richard.